Good evening, everybody, and welcome to You Create Art at Home. My name is Bess, and I'm here to give you your own online one-on-one art class. I'm going to inspire you, help you get some fabulous arty tips, and we're going to connect, creatively have a great time on a Saturday night. Now, I'm just going to say the setup's a little bit different because I'm sat down. I had a very, very, very early start this morning because I've already done a sip and paint for all of my beautiful female friends in the UK. So I got up at 3:30 and I started at 4 o'clock and I painted until 6:30. Then I went home and I thought I was going to go to bed, but I had a conference call on one of my training courses. And that went on till breakfast, and then kind of like the ship's passed, isn't it? And the moment's gone, and the ship sailed, and you can't go to sleep. So I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning, so I'm feeling a bit jaded. There's no chance of contacts. I'm just a little bit tired. However, as soon as I get in the groove, I'll be fine. But I am sat down because I've already done paint and picnic. Now, where did we do? Oh, let me show you. Let me show you, because it's all about giraffes. So this was our paint and picnic giraffe that we did earlier. And as you know, that has been saved. So if you fancy having a go with that, I painted this in watercolours just to give you a bit of variety and to go through some skills. It's so manageable for children. So that was my jolly giraffe that we did earlier. Now, as you can see from my canvas, you can actually see a painting in behind. And would you believe that's had 6 coats of paint on it, but still it's showing through at the back. But I'm not worried because this painting is bright and full on, so I'm going to reuse a canvas. So I'm sure you'll be able to work with it. I know we'll get there. This was our rainbow elephant that we did quite a while back now in COVID, probably 6 or 7 weeks ago. And we're following a similar palette and a similar process. So here we've got your greens, blues, 2 colours of blue, red and pink. We've got yellow and orange. But like I said then, if you want to paint this in your own tones, you can. So let's say, I don't know, let's say you want to paint all in blues and purples for your bedroom, then you can do that. So I'll show you the process of doing the giraffe. And when we switch colours, you're just going to switch tones. Tones meaning varying shades of the same colour. So you can do this however you want. I'm going to stick to this format so that I've got a nice pair that will hang together. So I'm going to use black in my background, but I know when we did this elephant, some people didn't. So you can choose whatever colour you want to go with, all right? So, as always, gorgeous friends from around the world, hello, happy Saturday. And I'm not going to drink wine because if I drink wine, I will be asleep like this on my canvas. So there's no way I'm having a wine. Let me know where you're coming in from. I can see some friends. We've got Lana, hello. We've got my mum and Joanne, hello, welcome back. Joanne came with her son Thomas for the first time. So here we are. Some of us have been hanging out together for the last 12 weeks and Joe's still a new recruit. So big love to all of my new friends and all of my new viewers. We've got Lucy. You're not late, Lucy. I'm late, and that's because I changed all the setup on my rig so I could sit down because I'm tired and I've been up since 3. We've got Anastasia. Hello. You're going to do it tomorrow. Nikki Cooper. Morning, gorgeous. And we've got Helena. So welcome, welcome. I'm sure we'll have some other people popping on, and that's absolutely fine. Guys, let me know what you're using tonight. Are you using, give me a 1 for acrylic. Give me a 2 for watercolour. Give me a 3 if you're using coloured pencils or maybe you're using textures or felt tips. Give me a 4 if you're just using regular pencil. And give me a 5 if you've got anything else like pastels. And that will help me guide you tonight. Hi, Joe. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Jill. Welcome, welcome. So we've got acrylic and acrylic. Beautiful. Another acrylic. Fantastic. Acrylic. Jill, for the first time, welcome. So you're here and Joe is here and it's their first time as well. Now, I have to give myself an addendum. I have to put a little I'm not going to be bouncing round the rafters because I have been up since 3. So my poor little head is a little bit tired. I've always got time for paint, don't you worry about that. I've always got time for art, but I just am losing my zest, and I wish I had a Red Bull. Not that that's the answer, but that does give me a bit of bounce in my step. However, I don't. So we're just going to have to, you're going to have to chat to me a lot tonight, aren't you? You're going to have to talk. So I have to keep on looking, and it's going to keep me awake. We've got Lucy with a 3. I'm doing digital media this evening. Well done. How exciting. Lucy, appreciate me getting up so early. Well, thank you for staying and coming back. So you obviously did it last night, and you're here to... You did it Friday night, which was my this morning, and you've come back Saturday morning, which is still my today. It's been a long day. Thoroughly enjoyed the painting. For those of you regulars... Sorry, I see I'm so tired I couldn't even bother to get off my chair then. For those of you that are my regulars, this is what we painted with the beautiful English Brigade this morning, or at 4 o'clock this morning. And I did it on a recycled canvas, and actually now it's dry. I really like the texture that has come out on it. There's a really nice texture on it. It's a lovely little Cornish harbour, and it goes beautifully with the Cornish tin mine. And David and I have decided we're going to frame them. So I'm going to get a really nice chunky white inset wood frame, and we're going to frame them up and put them in our house. So it's kind of nice, isn't it, that we get some new art? And you've already seen that we put all of the children's cherry blossoms in our bathroom. So, you know, there's some upsides to all of the painting that I've been doing. Okay, shall we go? Now, I know you can see this, but just don't look at it, because actually the giraffe's head is all going to be up here, and the neck's going to be down here, and pretty much that's going to be in the black. And like I say, this had 6 coats of paint. What? I know. Now, colour-wise, let me show you what I've got. It's a rainbow giraffe. And thank you, Nikki Cooper, for this suggestion. And so I have gone with just whatever colours. I don't think there's a right or wrong. I haven't actually put the black out yet, which is here, because I can do that at the end. So I'm not too worried about that. Use whatever colours you want, guys. We've pretty much got everybody doing acrylic except for one on pastels. And if you're using pastels, you're going to lay your colours down exactly the same as we're doing with paint. The only tricky is if you're doing pencil, because you've got to do a bit of interweaving and cross-hatching. But if everybody's in paints and pastels, we're good to go. So give me a thumbs up or send me a heart. Let me know that you're ready to go. I need you to keep me awake. That is your job, people. Holy dooly. And the last paint and picnic we just had, it started off and we had a complete internet malfunction. I mean, I've told you before that the internet at the moment, the World Wide Web, is blimmin' held together with bubblegum and sticky tape. And, well, anyway, it had a minor meltdown and we had to restart the live. So I'm hoping that won't happen. However, keep me posted in the chat, okay? So if you're finding that it's dropping out, we're just going to have to keep that monitored, all right? But hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, I'm going to use my little brush. I'm going to put it here. So if you look in the big screen, I'll try and do all the demo here. I'll move this up and down because that's as good as it's going to get. And you can see me here. Is that all good? Awesome. I'm going to use my little brush to start the drawing. If you want to use pencil, you can. I did have a pencil. Oh, I had a pencil here. I used pencil earlier for the other giraffe. If you want to use pencil, you can, because we are going to be laying on quite a bit of colour, all right? So if you feel like you want to use pencil on your canvas, you can. But just bear in mind, if you're using a canvas, don't press too hard because you'll pierce it. And also, if you make a mistake and you rub it out, it doesn't rub out very well because of that texture of the canvas, yeah? So, yeah, feel free if you want to, but hopefully after however many weeks you've been with me, you're now getting pretty confident that we're going to sketch with paint, hey? Oh, someone's just popped in. Oh, my husband, look at this. This is when you know you've married a keeper. Come here, husband. Come here. Come here. Show everybody your face. This is my gorgeous husband. Look what he's just bought me. A Red Bull and chocolate. I mean, come on, people. Oh, hang on. And snakes. I've got 2 Red Bulls. If we don't get through this art class now, honestly, fire me. I'm never coming back. Oh, thank you, David. That's so cute. Peach and nectarine flavour. Well, why don't I just have a swig of that? That's so gorgeous, isn't it? What a lovely man. I bet you're all jealous. I'm a little blurry this evening. Oh. It's probably mirroring my current state. I'm telling you, it will be. I'm sorry I'm blurry. Hey, Helena, is this blurry here, the big screen? Hopefully it's not. Lana's laughing. Cheers, everybody. You have your wine. I'm going to have this, and then you realise after this painting session, I'm going to want to go to bed, and I'm going to be up in the bloody rafters. Sorry, I swore. I'm going to be up in the rafters, and honestly, I'm not going to get to sleep. It's going to be like jet lag. Oh, my husband's back. Is it blurry? Oh, David's saying keep talking. I thought it's coming back because it was blurry. All right, here we go then, people. We're going to start painting. I'm going to use my small brush, my small round brush. As always, I don't know why it's a habit thing, but I like to paint in blue. Now, that doesn't mean to say that you have to paint in blue. You can paint in whatever colour you want, yeah? But I always use blue, unless it's a really pale colour. I always use blue as my drawing lines, all right? So I'm going to move it down. I know you can't see all the canvas. It doesn't matter because the head. We're going to start off with the head, all right? Are you ready? Are you ready? Good, 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 good. Not blurry. Beautiful. Thank you. What a legend, Nikki Cooper said. He is a legend. Ah. It is love. And shall I tell you, next year, me and my husband have been together 30 years. And I love him more tonight, especially with the Red Bull, than I did ever before. Okay. He's just pressed my buttons. Now, I've got to share that with you. Look, you're dying to start painting, and I've got to share it. Hang on. I'm coming round to show you. So I have these in my studio, and this is for the kids when they drive me nuts, or they keep saying, Karen, can I have this? Karen, can I have that? I have these two buttons. You've seen them. People have them in their offices. I said yes. No. Anyway, he just said no to my marriage. Naughty man. All right, let's go, people. Come on, time's ticking. Everybody's like, I've got stuff to do here, Bess. Let's go. All right, let's go. Stop talking. Okay, now, are you brave enough to give this a go? Yes, we are. Okay, spin your hand. Now, I want your giraffe's face to be on an angle, okay? Oh, I need to spin this, don't I? It's back to front for you. That's my left. That's your right. Oh, how do we do this? Hang on. I don't even know if I can. David! Hang on. I know I can. Hang on. Bear with me, peeps. I'm just upside down looking at this. I'm pretty sure there's a flip there. There we go. There we go. Right, this is my right, this is my left side, that's your left side. Yay! Beautiful, got it. I'm still a novice. I know I've been in 12 weeks of lockdown with you painting, but I'm still a technology novice. Okay, we're going to start with this giraffe. So the reason why I realised that, because I want it on an angle. I want it on an angle. Now, my little box is in the way, so I've got to move everything around. Okay, I want it on an angle. So if you think of that corner, down to that corner, yeah? Our head is going to go down on an angle like this, peeps, yeah? All right. So, watch me if you're not sure. We're going to try and draw, well, the way I explained it this in the last class was a kind of, I can't remember what phrase I used. Was it an upside down pear? So I want you to try and get a curve here, and then it's going to go round and down like that. So we're going to start off with that shape. All right, we're going to start off with that shape. David's going to be pretty impressed that I managed to flip that on my own, can I just say? Okay, now we're going to work into this, and you're going to have to bear with me, all right? We're going to have to figure this out in ourselves. Okay, this is the widest bit. This is where the eyes are going to be. So we're going to carve into that, and we're going to make that bit there the eye socket. We're going to do exactly the same. Carve into that, and this bit here is going to be your eye socket. Okay, 2 eyes. Put a line right down the middle if you need to. That's where your nose is going to go. Okay, either side of that nose, we're going to do a narrow bit there and a narrow bit there. Okay, this is your nose shape. Think of a skull. That's the easiest way of explaining it. Think of a skull. So where we've got the bulb of the eye, let's put the eye in. Now, what we want to do is kind of like a letter C. So if we put in a letter C, you're going to start to see where that eye is going to go in a minute. And then we need to get that angle down into the nose. So we started drawing it and we're starting to carve that shape out. Yeah, carve that shape out. Oh, David said he was on the way back to do it, but I did it. Oh, I did it all by myself. Yay. Beautiful. Okay, so this is the other eye. Now we need to do a backwards letter C. Okay, a backwards letter C, in and out. So we're just marking out our giraffe shape at the moment. Marking it out. All starts to make sense, doesn't it, when we start to mark it out? Beautiful. Okay, now straight away, let's make that lump above the eye a little bit wider. A bit more pronounced, should I say? A bit more of a lump. And this is all going to be in the painting. When you start to, when we start to carve, let's get the picture right. When we start to lay the colours down, it's all going to be in how we actually carve it down, okay? How we lay the colours out. Okay, so we've got our nose here. We're going to create the end of the nose. Now, the end of a giraffe's mouth is like a horse, isn't it? I guess is the easiest way of explaining it. So we're going to, that's the nose going down, or the bone of the nose going down, and it comes out into a round. Out into a round like that. Now, at the moment, people, we're in the zone of the Highland cow. We're in the zone where we're going, holy diddly squiddly, Karen, this is never going to work. And you know what? Sometimes it probably won't. And maybe tonight is the day it doesn't. Who knows? But I have faith in myself. I haven't let you down yet. Okay. So let's balance out this head with a couple of ears. Now the ears are like, they come out, where those curves are, that's where the 2 ears are going to come out. And they come out like large leaves, and they leaves, L-E-A-V-E-S, and they are quite wide. They're a quite wide ear. So I said this to the kids earlier. If your ear goes off the page, that's fine. Let it go off. Don't try and squish it in, because it will just look super weird. Yeah. Don't try and squish it in. Sorry, that Red Bull's going to make me burp now, isn't it? Okay. And then the other ear. So this is because it's on the side of the head. This one is going to be higher than the other one. So it's going to come out from, let me just check, out from the eye. And into the top of the head. That looks particularly wrong. Hang on, let me have a look at that. It looks like Yoda's ear. That's it there. So I just need to get rid of that line there. Bit of water, wipe it off. So it's got a curve there, then it goes up, then it goes out. Curve there, then it goes up, then it goes out. God, I'm making a pig's ear of this. Maybe I'm too tired to be doing this, people. I might let you down. I'm scared now. I might let you down. Okay, let's think about this. So there's my eye. I've got to work it through myself. There's my eye, and that goes up there. That's where the ear comes out. That's correct. Then it goes up, up, and then out. There we go. Karen's got it. Never fear. I've just got to work it out myself. And then that goes round underneath. Maybe I should have used a pencil. Mum, I need you. I need you. I need my mum. Felt a bit homesick today. I don't know why. All of you Cornish ladies this morning, it made me feel a bit homesick for the rest of the day. Lana's saying, oh, is it frozen? Oh, no. Has it? Have I frozen, Mum? Oh. Ah, dear, dear, dear. I don't know if I've frozen or not. Flaky internet. Oh, gosh. Oh, I haven't got the patience tonight. We need to just, well, I'm just going to have to keep on painting, and you're just going to have to see if you can get there, I guess. I don't know what to say. I can't make the internet go any better. Might be the transmission to the UK. Yeah, it might be. If in doubt, go and have a wine. Okay, I'm going to put the neck in all the way down to the end. Then from the mouth down to the end. I'm just going to keep going. I think it's back again. Okay. I don't know what else I can do, peeps. I'm ever so sorry. I can only do what I can do. And you know what? The internet is the way the internet is. We're all battling with it. And probably there's about 60,000 people in the gap all watching Netflix or something maybe. So I'm just carving up the face. I'm still just drawing it in. I've drawn in my neck now. The eye is going to come over. So there's the bulbous bit of that eye. So you can see that I'm just trying to shape the face before I lay in some colours. And then we need to put in these horns. And actually the horns are really quite high. You think they're not, but they really are. And it's like a great big thing on the top of their head. And, you know, we need them because, trust me, this is what's going to make it look like a giraffe. So we need to definitely get those horns in. Like that. If you get stuck a little bit, here's an idea. Why don't you take screenshots of mine as I draw it? Would that be helpful? So that as I draw it, if you take screenshots, then if you get a bit stuck or it stops, then you'll have a photo until it catches up. How does that sound? That's not a bad solution, is it? Thinking on my feet here, people. See, I've had a Red Bull. I'm all over the place now. Okay, so I've just added in like his bottom lip. Can't believe my husband did that. It's so kind. Honestly. It's so kind. And now you're going to sit there and you're going to watch me have an aero. And I've been so good this week with my food. And now I'm going to sit and have it. Oh, I'll just put it in the paint. Come on. It's one of those, isn't it? When it starts going wrong, it all goes wrong. I don't know. So I've got green paint on my aero now. Oh, well, good job the food is actually green inside. Who cares? It's a bit of paint. Ain't going to kill me, is it? Anyway, you're going to sit there and watch me eat this aero. And it's going to boost me up. All right. Okay. We need to put the nostrils in. The nostrils are really high up, yeah? So this is your bottom of your mouth. You feel like the nose is going to be down here. It's not. The nose is like almost, not the nose, the nostrils are on the top. So kind of pieces, long triangles is the easiest way to draw them straight right now. So really long triangles like that, but, you know, further up. I'm just going to get rid of that line there because that's probably confusing you. Oh my God, arrow's so nice. If you haven't had an arrow for a while, go get yourself one. So scrummy. Now, the picture that I'm copying off, I'm not going to copy exactly. Why? Because I can do a better job. No, because it doesn't really have a really good pattern on the body. And for me, so like when I did this one here, this patterning is all, you know, it's the key thing of the giraffe, isn't it? So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to create the pattern of our giraffe. And I want you to have free rein how you do this. The shapes are irregular. And they have big shapes and small shapes. So create your own individual design and footprint for your giraffe, okay? So take a moment, create those shapes. You can see, you don't want to be too wobbly with the lines because although they're irregular, they're not crazy shapes. You know, don't be too crazy with them. But you can see there, I've created that pattern down the neck, which is looking really beautiful. And then actually they have the same sort of pattern on their head. So we want to create some pockets of colour up in the forehead. So this is where I'm really kind of changing that painting just a little bit. So although I do want it to have a similar feel as the elephant, I actually do want it to have this kind of beautiful patterning because, you know, that is the markings of the most stunning animal. When I was doing this with the children earlier in Paint and Picnic, I was doing all sorts of voices and I said, you know, if I was a giraffe, my voice would be something like this. I think a giraffe has a really long, warm, knowing kind of voice. I think the kids, there was a couple of new kids on there. Thomas was one of them. And my coach, who's in Perth, her daughter was on it as well. They probably thought, oh my goodness, what is going on there? So I'm just marking out where some hair's going to go on the ears. Like that. And I'm going to do the inside of the ear and the inside of the ear. How are we looking? Is that starting to look like a caffeine and oxytocin? Great combo. I know. I'm going to be wired, Helena. Tell you. All good here. Awesome. Am I starting to look like a giraffe, guys? I think so. I think we're getting there, aren't we? Woohoo! Who knew? And it's going to have hair down the back, so I'll just show you that. And these things here, funny enough, are actually, although they're made of horn, I think, they're actually kind of really hairy as well. They're tufts of hair. Okay. So, have you done your drawing? Are you ready to start painting? Have you done the main layout of your drawing? Hopefully you have. I'm going to start. Okay, there's a couple of options that you can do here. If you want to go down this route, and so let's say you do, not this route as in the children's route, but let's say you want to go with a natural colour in the background, the giraffe colour, which is actually more like this. The giraffe itself is more like this with kind of like a dark reddy brown for the patches. If you want to do that, then you want to paint all of that colour first. Then you'll colour your spots. if you want to do the rainbow look, then we're going to have one colour on the back of the the body, and you could do a number of different things. So we could make it all really bright, which would be great, or we could have a base layer and put the rainbow patches on top. Give us 2 minutes, Bess. Okay, no problem. We'll give you 2 minutes. I didn't even know you were painting tonight, Tracy Gray. You sneaked in, didn't you? So, I should ask Nikki Cooper. Nikki, you're the one that wanted to do the rainbow giraffe. How do you want this to be? Do you want to do rainbow colour all over, which is, this is the picture I'm using for inspiration. Or, and that is literally patches of colour all over. Or do you want to have it a base colour on the back? How do you want me to go? Tell me. You guys decide. I will guide you through the way, whichever way we do it. So you guys decide. I think what we'll do while we're waiting is we'll put in the eyes. And you know me, I like to paint in purple before I go down the black route. So let's just put in our eyeballs, and I'm going to use purple for this because we'll use some black later. And if we do the eyeballs now, then they're going to dry before we put our black on. So I'm going to paint in those eyeballs. And I think while we're doing that, we're doing the dark area, we might also do our nostrils. So we just wait for everybody to catch up, and those that are ready, we can go straight on to these eyeballs here. And if they're nice and dry, then we can put a highlight on later, which will be really quite nice. Nice curve on the outside of the eye, into the inside. Just fill the pocket up, fill the hole. Rainbow, please. Perfect. Okay, let's go the rainbow route. So I'm just doing I'm just doing the nostrils and the eyes in purple. And then if you remember, like we did the elephant, we're going to go in patches of colour, all right? So I'm just doing these so these dry, and then later on we'll be able to put some dark and highlight on it, all right? So that's the only reason why I'm painting those right now. We're going to start off with yellow. We're going to start off with yellow, okay? Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. Give us a rainbow. I feel like I need to sing the Rod, Jane, Freddie song. Up above the streets and houses, rainbow flying high. Anybody in Australia is going to go, what WTF is that? That, people, was a very sad 1970s children's programme. But I have to say I loved it. They were camp as mind. But you had the wiggles. Come on. That doesn't even compare to men in spandex. Let's remember that. Let's remember that. Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. Oh, Jeffrey. Exactly. Okay, yellow. Let's go. I'm starting off a bit of yellow at the bottom of this right-hand ear. Now, because we're going over blue, you want to lay that yellow nice and thick there. Feels really peculiar painting sat down instead of stood up. I almost forgotten what it's like to paint sat down because I stand up week after week, don't I? And it feels really strange. It feels like I'm almost not doing a paint class. I wish you could talk. Why can't we have talky vision where you can chat to me? I just want a bit of company tonight. I want someone to play with. And nobody's here to play with me. I was going to have Lana, Solitaire, well, a couple of the girls, Louise from The Gap, my beautiful regular ladies that come, and they were the ones that, if you remember that very first night when we had lockdown, well, it wasn't locked down. We hadn't locked down, had we? But we're on restrictions and stuff. I had them here on my last night, and oh my God, we had fun. But it was my first live that I did with you guys. Anyway, they were going to come tonight, but two of them had a a sniffle and a sore throat. And of course that throws it all out, doesn't it? No, you got the bubonic plague. Stay where you are. Okay, so are you just going to follow me yellow by yellow? I hope so. So I'm going to put some yellow here now over the nose. But it would have been fun to have a little bit of company. I wonder, maybe I'm going mad. Maybe all this time on my own and talking to nobody, maybe I am actually going mad. Who knows? I can imagine I'm going to go back to England at some point and everyone's going to go, oh my God, who is she? She has lost it at some point. When's that going to be? I don't know. I don't know when we'll ever go back. Mind you, it's no different, even if I was, over in England. It's not like you can pop up the road and see anybody, is it? It's, it's a strange old time. In many ways, you look at things and everybody's rushing to go back, but I just hope, we don't get a second wave. It worries the pants off me. It does, honest. All it takes, I mean, I don't know. I don't think anybody knows how quickly it spread in the very early days. So I'm just doing some yellow. Is everybody okay with this yellow? You're following me okay? Yeah? Let me know if you're stuck or you want me to slow down. If not, you know the drill. I just keep chatting and you just keep painting. And I know you love it like that, you little lot. You love it. You dearly love a chat. So it was very nice this morning. I had... my mum is in the WI, which is the Women's Institute in the UK, which for those Aussies is a bit like the Country Women's Association, the CWA here. And we organised a little sip and paint for those beautiful ladies. I did one and it was in the day, and unfortunately there's so many people that still work, isn't there? And they wanted it in the evening, so that's why I got up super early this morning. And I didn't mind. I don't mind at all. You know what? I'm so thrilled that my mum is painting, and she's given it a red hot crack since lockdown. And fair play. I'm so impressed. If only I had the same motivation to go for a run, I might be running marathons by now. But that hasn't happened. Okay, so you can see I've just put a little bit of yellow on one side. So this is your lightest colour. And clearly this side of the face is going to be the lightest side of our giraffe. And you can see that they're kind of odd shapes, aren't they? So we're filling it up. It's not very, what's the word? Regular or defined. These are just odd shapes because this is the main background, I guess, of our giraffe. And so all I'm doing is painting it in these blocks of colour. And actually, when you do it one by one, colour by colour, it actually doesn't become too daunting, does it? Which is why you guys had such fantastic results when we did our elephant. I was so impressed with all of you. You did me proud, kids. Did me proud. Now, I'm using my little brush still. But if you feel like you want to use a bigger brush, then please go ahead. I'm just using a little brush because it's just giving me that little bit of more control for putting down this, layering this colour down. Now it feels to me that this background colour, I know this rainbow giraffe is all over the place. It's kind of like he's hot on one side and cold on the other. So I'm going to keep with that process. At the end of the day, somebody else has spent the time and energy to work out this design. Who am I to change it, is what I say. Especially with like 2 hours sleep in my body. All right, I'm nearly done with the yellow peeps. Let's see if we've got any questions. No, gosh, you're working hard, you lot. You are working hard, people. I'm just going to lift it up there. No, maybe there. Now you can see all the yellow then. And then we're going to move on to some orange. That's French for orange. See, I'm losing it. I've lost it. I hope my husband bought himself a bar of chocolate. I feel a bit guilty, actually. Okay, I'm going to start off by the ear here and put some orange in here. So it's super lovely. By the end of the painting session with my WI ladies, I say my WIs, ladies, I feel like they're mine. I feel like they belong to me. A couple of them messaged me and said thank you, which was just utterly gorgeous, of course. And then they said, next time you're in Cornwall, please pop down to their WIs. How cool that? I could do Bess on tour. I could go round Ludgeville and Crowless. Then I could go to Newquay. Then the lady in Truro said pop down there. I could like do a tour. I thought, yeah, that's so much fun. I just need to get out of Australia, don't I? So Tracy Gray, you and I next week, young lady, we're on a night out. And so because of that, dear regular friends, there is no sip and paint at 7 p.m. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I know. But you know what? After painting every Saturday night for 12 weeks, I figure I'm allowed a night out. Would you give me a 1 if you think I'm allowed a night out? Give me a 2 if you think, no, Bess, you need to come here and paint. So I am going to give myself the night off next Saturday. However, I am going to paint the Paint and Picnic. So at 5 o'clock, there will be one painting that will be suitable for adults and kids together. All right, so if you're absolutely desperate, then get the kids around and do it together. How does that sound? So I'll still do 1. Yeah, I deserve a night out, exactly. I do. And my beautiful friend, or mine and Tracy's beautiful friend, has the most amazing, fabulous, gorgeous house out in Samford Valley, which has a fabulous outdoor pool, which we won't be getting because obviously it's freezing cold here. But she has, you know, it's as nearest as I could explain to, you know, a cozy farm cottage like I grew up in. It's not a farmhouse because obviously it's Australian and it's not a farm. But she does have a small holding. She has a few goats, I think, and then maybe an alpaca and some chickens and things. And she has a roaring log fire. So I think we're going to go out there. We're all taking a bit of a curry to warm the cockles. And I'm having a sleepover, which will be really fun. And, you know, it's not very far out to Samford Valley. It's, what, 20 minutes drive, something like that. But it would just be so nice just to hang out with my girlies, you know, have a bit of a nice glass, feel like a nice bottle of red wine, you know, that kind of warm, toasty kind of feel. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to it, so it'll be super nice. So because of that, sip and paint will only be at 5 o'clock, peeps, okay? 5 o'clock next Wednesday. Next Wednesday? Try next Saturday. 5 o'clock next Saturday. And we're going to do a, yippee, what fun. I know, we'll have a lovely fun. We're going to do a sunset, which is what Diana in the Gap, she has asked if we could do a sunset. So we're going to be doing a sunset next week, all right? Haven't planned it yet. That's a little job during the week. So hopefully you guys are keeping up with my colour layering here. I'm just going nice and steady, colour by colour. Nothing too scary at the moment. So my gorgeous children are just like so happy to be out and about in the Gap with their mates, obviously at a social distance, appropriate social distance as you have to be. But like today, by the time I'd come back from doing the sip and paint with the WI, and then I did my coaching call, and then sorted out the kids because Harry had a mate over for a sleepover yesterday. So I sorted out the kids. Then Harry tells me he was going off with this friend and now he's gone and slept at his house. Within, I don't know, 15 minutes of me just getting myself sorted with Harry. Daisy then tells me she's going off to meet another friend, so she went off pretty much for the whole day with her girlfriend. And then Thomas went off on his scooter and met his boyfriends. And, well, lo and behold, David, bless him, because he got up at 3 o'clock, he heard my alarm go, and then I don't think he slept afterwards. He's always worrying that technically I'm going to manage on these lives. But actually I did manage quite well this morning. Anyway, he didn't sleep very well, so I let him have a good old sleep in. And when he woke up, it was just me and him on our own in the house, which was really peculiar because it's never like that on a weekend usually. It's like a railway station. So I had this lovely brunch, cooked these beautiful flat mushrooms, stuffed mushrooms with quinoa and some vegetables, very vegan kind of stuffed mushrooms. We had bacon on the side, can I just say? But delicious. And we sat out in the sun, and it's almost like we've gone through the tunnel. Does that make sense? The tunnel of being a parent always on call. I can see the light at the end of it. There is a life for me and my husband again. Because, my kids don't want us. They just want to get up and meet their friends. Who knew? So that's kind of exciting. That was kind of exciting. Okay, so I've done my orange. I feel like I need another one. I'm going to do, I know it's not on the it's not on the picture there. Oh, I've missed a yellow. Yeah, I'm going to do one more orange. I'm going to make this one an orange. I feel like it needs it. You remember I've told you before, it's all about balance, isn't it? And if you have the need and you have the urge, go with it. Go with it, people. So yes, I'm started all this coaching. So I'm being coached by a lady in America, and she's in Los Angeles, and she has kind of a team, and one of her team is in Perth. She's lovely. And I've been learning, the skills of mastering the World Wide Web in a business form, rather than just using it as an online shop or a portal for people just to kind of book classes on, which essentially is what I've used it for before. It's just a glorified digital shop. I've now begun to learn the power of communication through the internet. And look at me. Here I am on the internet, live, talking to you beautiful people. There's 10 of you, 17 of you watching me now. I wake up tomorrow and I've had something ridiculous like 400 views. And these are just people all around the world. I mean, you just cannot fathom that sort of reach. One of my early videos, one of the sip and paints, I can't remember which one it was. I don't know. They're all a blur, aren't they? I've done so many. But one of them has had, 5,500 views now. So even though there's only like 10, 15, 17 people painting together, the beauty of this is that my teaching is getting to more people. My message is getting to more people. And this teaching lives on. So, you could come back in 12 months' time and do the painting that I started 12 weeks ago. I mean, boom, it's just fantastic, isn't it? Whereas before, my painting was me in the studio at that time. And if you couldn't come then, you missed the session. I mean, I just love this opportunity. I just love it. And I love the reach. The reach is just, oh my goodness. The fact you can get to all these people. Crazy, crazy. Okay, so I'm switching it up to red now, guys. Let's start here next to this orange. I'm going to do red on that top of the ear. Now you can see with my acrylic, I mean, I don't know if you can see it that well on the picture, but I can see that as it's drying, depends on the quality of your acrylic. Now this is, school, classroom school acrylic, and I can see where it's drying. I can see some of my blues coming through. Excuse me. So when that orange and yellow dries, if the blue is showing through, I would do a second coat. So you guys can decide that. I won't do it tonight, but I would go back and do a second coat if it really is showing through. If it doesn't look ugly, I won't bother. But if it does look ugly, I will touch that up. All right. So I've done red there. I'm going to do red on the inside section next to the orange there. Again, don't try and over fuss the shape. Keep the shapes organic, okay? Keep the shapes organic, which means you don't want them to be perfect squares and perfect rectangles. It's not that kind of drawing, okay? Just let the colours kind of lay in against each other. Mum, I can't wait to see yours because your elephant was so good, wasn't it? Can't wait to see how you go with your giraffe. You did a brilliant elephant. All right, I'm going to carefully. Now, when you've got a tiny area like this, watch me. I'm just letting that red drop and I'm just teasing it with my brush. So I'm not putting my brush down, I'm pushing my brush. I'm literally almost pushing the drip of red down, and that way I get that like lovely shaft, that lovely point. So don't try, if you push your brush down, you're going to end up having a thick line of colour. So if you want a thin line of colour, look, put a drip of paint and then just push the paint down with your brush. Can you see that? So I'm just pushing it. I'm not brushing it with a brush. I'm almost just pushing that paint. And that's giving me really, really, really good control. Okay, really good control. Now we want to carve the shape above the eye socket. So I'm going to use the red next to the yellow here to get that shape. And I'm going to do 2 layers of that. Looking good, peeps. I'm enjoying this. Are you? I think that Red Bull's kicked in because I've got a second wind. So this is the hot side of the face. This is obviously where the sun is shining. I'd love for you, I know I asked people to do this back in the early days, but I'd love you to take a picture of your setup at home so I can see how you paint, who you paint with. Are you on a table or are you outside in your conservatory? Or maybe you're up in a spare bedroom or outside. I loved yours, Nikki Cooper, the other day when you and Emily were outside under your brolly. She was out underneath a parasol in the UK. It looked beautiful and sunny and warm. I just loved the picture. It was fantastic. So I love seeing, I mean, it's just fantastic, isn't it? Seeing you all in your different environments, all hanging out, connecting over a bit of paint. Who knew it would be that special? And I tell you what, we never knew we were going to be such great friends. I feel like you all know my intimate secrets sometimes, much to my mum's scare. She gets quite scared sometimes when I start giving you the family jewels. I don't think I've told you anything too inappropriate though, so you're okay. Not yet, Mum. Sue says I'm going to paint that. Lovely, he's lovely, no problem. Yeah, mine's the same. What's yours is the same, Mum? What's wrong with yours? Joe Davey. So if you went to Officeworks, is there a specific acrylic paint you would get? Actually, Joe, don't get it from Officeworks. It's super expensive. Officeworks is really expensive. Sorry, I'm just getting him an arrow. It's really expensive for art materials. If you want art materials, so this brand here is called Chroma Kill. Chromacryl, Chromacryl. And this is, it's not cheap, but this is really good thickness to it. Let me show you this one. This is Chroma 2, and Chroma 2 is a school paint, and so it's much thinner. They've let it down, and it's really thin, and those thin ones, so I buy it in this size. I don't know what that is, 5 litres? 2 litres. I buy it in a 2 litre, and then obviously I decant them into these squeezy pots. And I want to say that is probably about $25, one of those. And these are 1 litre ones, and this higher quality paint is probably $20 for 1 litre. So when I usually use paint with adults, I normally, it depends. The sip and paint, it depends really. It depends on which painting it is. If you need really high quality paints for the colour and the depth of colour, then you do need a thicker paint. You get to know them. So these ones here, like Reno and Montmartre, these tubes that are $2, they're actually, I have to say, as good as the school paints for $2. I mean, they are not bad paint. They can be a bit thin, but you can buy, so if you're in Bargain City or any of those cheap dollar shops, you can buy a thing called medium. And medium is essentially like a gluey substance. And you put it with your paint and it's completely clear. But when you put it with the paint, it creates a thickness to it. So when you're doing paintings like this, it's really, really good because it gives you extra dimension. You definitely need to use medium if you were going to use palette knives because you need the depth of paint. So anyway, to answer your question, Joe, I buy all of my paint from online through Montmartre, or I buy it from the art shed down on the West End. Okay, let me have a look at the reds. So I'm going to do this bit here, red, in between these two shapes. Just that bit there. Then I'm going to look up and see if you've left me any more messages. Bit cold and windy. So you're in the dining room. Don't forget, I can get my own bag. Hey, Mum, come on, play nicely. Okay, I'm going to put some red on the mouth. Don't forget you've got 2 areas of your mouth. So I'm doing the top lid here. Yeah, the top lid will obviously be lighter in colour than that bottom lid because the bottom lid will be underneath, so it'll be in shadow. I'm going to do one more bit of red. Again, I'm looking with my eye and trying to create the balance. So I'm looking at this painting for inspiration, but I'm kind of making up the composition as we speak. You know the drill. I've never painted this before. I've never painted a giraffe before until I painted 2 tonight. This is the first time I'm painting a giraffe just like you. And I'm making it up as we go. Aren't you in safe hands? Good job you're not paying. See, you're not paying. Doesn't matter if it goes wrong. I can just give a disclaimer. Well, it's free. Okay. I'm going to go to pink now. Now, I have this really beautiful cerise pink. It's a very hot pink. If you don't have anything like this, you can make up your own colour. So this would be like red and white and it would have some blue in it. But to mix cerise is really tricky. It takes a bit of practice, but basically cerise pink is pink with blue. It's got a tiniest bit of blue, but it's a bit like trying to make aqua. You just have to put hardly any in it and mix it and go really slowly. Otherwise, you'll end up with something else. Okay, this shape here I'm going to do in hot pink. We're going to add some white to this pink in a minute, and we're going to do another tone of pink. But right now we're just using all the hot. Trying to get these really hot colours out. So, dear friends, if you haven't left me a review telling me how special, fabulous and gorgeous I am, which obviously I know you think that, then please, please do, because it's the only thing I ask of you except for your fabulous company. And obviously it helps my ratings on Facebook, which essentially is critical for a digital business. So if you haven't written me a review, if you're new tonight, then please pop on to You Create Art at Home and leave me a review. Be kind, be gracious. Otherwise, I know where you are. And no, you can say what you like, but hopefully, I come with very much, what's the word? A disclaimer. I'm very much Marmite or Vegemite, as I say. I am what I am. And I can't pretend to be anything else. I am what I am, warts and all. I sometimes say the wrong thing. I never know if it's going to work out. If you haven't watched the Highland Cow video, watch that for somebody who flew by the seat of her pants and wasn't sure she could actually paint a cow, because it's hilarious. And then actually, for those of you that watched this at the beginning and you saw me going, I'm so tired, you must have thought, oh, okay, strange lady. Yeah, it's okay. I've had a long day. So yeah, I do ask if you wouldn't mind and you could spare the time, then please, when you're sat there having a cup of coffee later, just write me a review, or, you know, be gracious. Share your story, share your art on your page, because obviously that means more people will see how fabulous my teaching is, and the more people that I teach, the more fantastic that is for me. If you've enjoyed it so much, then why don't you send it and invite friends and family? You know, there's people that are painting here tonight. Nikki Cooper is one, Pam is another one. These people never thought they would be able to paint, and here they are. This is at least Nikki's 7th or 8th painting, and my mum, Pam, has done every single one. I am amazed, ingratiated, and just overwhelmed how fabulous that is. And how fabulous you are for giving it a go, having the courage just to have a go. So if you've had a go and you're getting something from it, then share the love. Let me, you know, meet some of your other friends and family. Tell them how wonderful I am. All right, so that's my pink. You're welcome, Joe. I love doing it. You know me. Now I'm going to do purple. So I don't want it to be the purple that I used for the eyes. So I'm going to get my purple and I'm going to add some pink to it. And it'll just take it one notch up on the colour scale. Okay, so it'll be a slightly lighter purple. And I'm going to start off with this one here. What I love is that I never really know who's popping on. And so, like, Joe, I didn't even know you were going to paint. And Tracy, you're a little sneaky monkey. I didn't know you were painting tonight. Tracy's been missing in action for a couple of weeks. She was my avid Saturday night painter. And then she went out on her boat. She went missing in action. And I thought, oh, yeah, that's it. She's thrown down her paintbrush. She's back on the fun factory. And here she is tonight. Super impressed. Super, super impressed. Can't say fairer than that, Trace. Just adding a bit of purple there. Now, this ear, I'm going to go right across it with purple. This is the inside bit, and obviously the inside bit of the ear is going to be, you know, shady, shadowy. So I'm going to use this mid-tone purple first, and then the purple that we used for the eyeball, I'm going to use that second to try and get a deeper tone. Just the very inside of the ear. Mind your orange. Okay, so now I'm going to use that darker purple, and I'm just going to get darker again. And where the darkest bit is underneath the fold of the ear. So where you've got that orange, it's going to be under there. So I've done the mid-tone purple first, and then I'm just doing the darker purple just underneath that fold. Yeah? I'm going to do the same on the other side. So be careful of your red, because you don't want to smudge it. I can see me only using this one brush tonight. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, that's going to go to there. Just going to tilt it this way just so I can get my hand around that corner, because it's a bit tricky. I've only got short arms. These would be quite fun to have in your workplace, wouldn't they? If you've got an office, put your elephant and your giraffe up, or a children's bedroom, they'd look pretty cool, I reckon. So that's the other new thing I'm doing. Every day at lunchtime, I'm doing these art and well-being, little create a break for yourself. Maybe in your workplace, you have a little bit of team building or a meeting. How fun would that be if I popped on your meeting? Well, joking aside, that is the point, is that I'm there to do icebreakers, create a bit of fun, perhaps liven things up and loosen things up. And as you know me, I've always got a story to tell. So this week, I was looking at emotions. I did take a slight detour with what I was going to draw, because I did a stand up for solidarity to support all the riots that have been going on in America and against racism. But other than that, we looked at emotions this week. Last week I did post-it notes, which was quite fun as well. So you had a little drawing on a post-it note. So if you want something quick to do, even if you're not in the workplace, but you want to try some quick, easy, sketchy type things, loosen yourself up, then have a look at those ones, because they're literally 20-minute drawings, and they're quite fun and they're quite different. Nothing like this in detail at all, but they are quite fun and they're a bit different, and they're totally there for you to throw. They're disposable. Yeah, they're not supposed to be serious at all. They're disposable. Okay, I'm going to mix up the pale pink that I was talking about. So this pinky purple, I'm just going to pull my palette down there, and then you should be able to see the colours a bit better. So, oh, I've just blobbed it. Look at that. Right on my yellow. Annoying. Oh, you can't see that. I just blobbed it there on my yellow, look. So I'll just drop that off. Okay, so I'm going to mix up. You can see, here's my palette in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. So I've just dropped a bit more pink in there, in that purpley area. I'm going to put some white in. I'm hopefully going to get a pale pink. And this is going to be the last bit of the warm colours, really. I want that a bit lighter again, so I'm just going to add a bit lighter again. I don't want it candy floss. I definitely want it more on the lilac scale. Candy floss pink is not what I'm after. But just a pale colour, just to break, because you need it to, I want to go round these, round these shapes here, to keep the giraffe patterning. And obviously I'm keeping in those warm tones. So having the pink into the red is lovely. Into the blue, sorry, not blue, orange. So that's that bit there. So what I'm trying to do is get to this half of the neck. All of those warm tones have been painted. Because then we're going to move on to blues and greens. This bit above the eye here, we're going to put that pink in there. I really like this giraffe. Good call, Nicky Coops. Good call, Nicky Coops. I really like him. He's cute. Who knew I could draw a giraffe? It's been really revelationary for me. Is that a word, revelationary? It's been really quite a revelation for me. Oh, I've just put yellow in it. Don't panic. I tell you not to panic. I can't panic myself, can I? It's been a revelation to me because just like you guys, I'm probably a bit of a creature of habit myself. And so as an artist, you stick in your comfort zone and you kind of, you do the art that you enjoy, or the art that you know will sell, or the art that you know you can paint. And so doing all this variety for me has been a little bit daunting, I'm not going to lie. It's been a little bit scary at times when I've gone, I'm not sure if this is going to work. But how fabulous. It's challenged me. And so my old grey matter has been buzzing away too, because I've had to think around things when things haven't gone right. I've had to work them out on the spot. Highland cow, just saying. And you know, this is the first time I've painted a giraffe. I've never painted a giraffe before. And, you know, we're all having the sort of sweaty palm moments together, aren't we? That sounds a bit weird, sorry. Can just imagine your husbands and everything walking in on that moment. We're all having the sweaty palm moment together as the art teacher drinks a Red Bull. Oh dear. I don't know. You're probably not even laughing. I'm just laughing to myself. I'm tired. I'm flagging. I'm flagging. Am I going to make it to the end of the class? Come on, Bess. Get going. I will. I won't let you down. I can't let you down, can I, peeps, eh? Can't let you down. I care too much about you. Okay, let me have a look. Is there any more purpley wurpley? We're going to go up here with a little bit of that pale. That little bit there. On the top of the ear. That's green and blue. That's pink there. We've done that bit. Yep. That's green and blue, green and blue, green and blue. That's purple. I'm going to put one pink bit there. This isn't even on his design, so I added in these extra shapes because it felt weird without them. Felt like they needed these shapes on the face. And I think I might do that one there as a pink as well. All right, now I'm going to wash my brush. And we are going down the greens and blues, peeps. Okay? So I'm going to start off with green. And I'm going to go right in here. This is where it's going to start to pop, pop, pop. I absolutely love bright colours. Really? Yeah, I do. I'd never have guessed. I know. Oh, can I take this moment to give a shout out to my beautiful friend Helena? Hang on. Look, look, look. Can you see that? She made me a stencil for my aprons. You create art at home. She made that with her really clever machine. Look how fabulous that is. To put on my aprons. I'm so chuffed. Just so cool. So I've got a screen print here. So I screen print the aprons up. I also, look, did you see, Helena? Did it on the wall as well. That wasn't so successful because the paint went underneath a little bit, really. And that's because I don't know, it wasn't quite, I was rushing probably, which is usually what happens. What my husband would say, you're rushing, Kez. Okay, I'm going to put the green up here on this neck here. So mind the eye, mind the eye. Now, I want to try and create some folds here in the neck. So to do that, I'm just going to kind of push the paint down and kind of create, do you know what I mean, by like little folds and gaps, so we can put some dark green by it as well. So you don't want to paint in big solid shapes, yeah? You want to try and leave those little gaps so we can put some folds there. So I'm going to go around here. So my green is kind of my center color. And then the blues are going to be on the cool side, you know, on this under the shady side. That's kind of how I'm doing it. So there was absolutely no chance of me wearing contact lenses today after a 3 o'clock in the morning start. Not a chance in hang. So my eyes are a bit itchy now. So I'm just making a point of kind of connecting the colour frame. So I don't want it to just be, I don't want there to be just random blocks of colour. It does need to connect. You do need to have a flow of colour. So you can see green up here and then green up here. So you do need to have a flow. So if you're doing your own colours, which is absolutely fine and dandy, just squint your eyes or take a little step back or put it up against your wall somewhere, wherever you are, and just squint your eyes and just have a little look and check that there's a bit of balance to your colours, okay? You don't want it to be so crazy that it gives the person who's looking at your painting a complete, well, you might want to give them a headache. Who's to say? You might do. You might go, actually, that's totally my intention. In which case, fair play. So it's not really something that I can teach you where I'm putting the colour, because I'm looking at his painting here and he's got way too many colours on for my liking. It's like crazyville. So I am sort of interpreting his painting at the same time as sort of laying down the colours. And it is a bit of a suck it and see kind of thing. And balance is the key phrase, really. Balance is the key phrase. Besides which, this painting has got so many colours on it, which is fine. But the reason why it's got so many colours on it is because it's obviously created digitally. And we would never be able to get the fineness of the painting, you know, in an hour and a half or 2 hours like we're trying to do here. So that's where the challenge comes. We just have to kind of create what we can create. So I have to simplify it down. Helena, I think you asked about doing the Afromov. For those of you who don't know what the Afromov is, Helena sent me a picture of A Walk in the Park, which is by a French artist called Afromov. Can't remember what his first name is. And I have painted that. I'll show you it in a minute. I have painted it for a sip and paint class, but, and I say but, there is no chance we can do that on a Saturday night in an hour and a half. Not a chance. It is a class that I struggle to even do in a 3-hour session. There's a lot of technique in it. And even, you can do it. It's like not impossible, but you can't do it in an hour and a half. So it would have to be a much longer session. All right. But I'll show you it in a minute. Helena, I don't want to tell you the truth because I've only done one. When you asked me that the other day, how many did I get done? I felt guilty. I couldn't tell you the truth. I've only done the one I'm wearing. I just trialed it out and that was it. But I didn't do this on a screen print. I used your stencil and I used my ink blocking pen print. So it was fine because I didn't use the paper one. I just used the plastic one. So I feel like I've confessed. So I need a real clear shot because they need to dry properly and I need to be not disturbed and, you know, in order to do it properly. So I've just switched, I should have said this, I've just switched to a dark green. If you haven't got a dark green, then just add some blue into your light green. And I'm just putting the dark green next to the light green. So trying to create those folds where the neck is. And then those shapes right down to the neck there, because the rest of that is going to be blue in a minute. Okay, and then I'm going to do a bit of green there, down the other side of his nose. Concentrating, how about you? I feel like I want to chat, but I'm sort of concentrating and trying to, just going to pull it down so I can get up to the top there. I hope you're not sat in silence like me. I hope you got some music on, or you're chatting and you've got a couple of people, or you're doing it on Zoom with somebody else in another place. It's absolutely deathly silent here, but me and my voice, which is irritating me. I don't want to hear myself all the time. If it's irritating me, can you imagine my poor husband? Bless him. He did the trick though. He knows me. That Red Bull is so, he could see my face because I had a bit of a tantrum with the technology, and he could just see that I was not going to fare. I was not going to go the distance. Oh, you know, somebody wrote, it must be love. It is. He is a special man. But I am a special woman, and isn't he lucky? Isn't he lucky he found me? We met, for those of you that don't know, my husband and I met in the supermarket in Bodmin, stacking shelves. He was on biscuits and I was on home bake. That's how love happened to us. And we met, he was 18 and I was 19. Long time ago. Bless him. All right, so that's my green done. I'm moving on to blue now, peeps. Okay, now I'm going to start off with the lightest tone blue this time. So instead of starting with dark blue, I'm actually going to start with the light blue, okay? So I'm going to do the light blue because I want to finish this area on the light side of the face. So this is obviously the highlighted side. So although there isn't shadow, it's kind of not as dark as the really dark shadow on the other side. So this is where the pale blue comes in. And the pale blue is almost like a transition colour because it's a bit mauvey. It's got that slightly, well, very so slightly pinky-esque colour to it, lavenderish. Well, it's not actually. I don't know why I said that. It's not lavender at all. But anyway. So I'm painting these shapes, but I'm trying really carefully to go round my, you know, the pattern shapes so that we retain all of that patterning that we did earlier. You don't want to lose that. Because that is the bit that obviously makes the giraffe look like a giraffe. And if there's a little blend of colour, like I've got a little bit of green there, that's okay, that's fine. I'm going to paint all that bit there in blue. So that's that whole side of that face is done, isn't it? Finished it. Hey? So with that pale blue, I'm going to go underneath the eye here. So I'm going to do that little shape there. And I'm going to do that side of that little shape there on the face. And then I'm going to do down the centre of the nose here. And I'm going to go down along the green line. Awesome. And then the shadow would be underneath the head. So I'm going to make this bottom one my pale blue, because these need to be darker, because that's where the shadow of the face would be. So that one there is going to be my pale blue there, and that ties that colour in. Okay, now I'm going to go to my second tone blue, and that's just going to be the colour that I've got out the tube, which is this kind of like, oh, I need to push that up. You know me too well, Helena. I've just seen your comment. You're so gorgeous. What a nice friend you are. We'd have had so much fun at uni, I reckon. Mum, Helena's from Nottingham, and she's an art student, or she did graphics, so we get on really well. You'd like her. Don't know why I said that like it's a surprise. But anyway, I was just explaining Helena to my mum. Mum, meet Helena. Helena, meet my mum. Next time my mum's out, we'll hook you up. Hey, and Mum, her hubby is really into shooting and stuff. So it's quite funny going through all the bits and bobs with pheasant shooting. He writes for a shooting magazine. Okay, so I'm going to do this front bit of the mouth. I'm going to do in dark blue. And later on, we'll make a darker colour again. But right now, I haven't done that bottom lip, remember. Keep that. That needs to be a darker tone again. Otherwise, it won't stand forward. It won't protrude underneath, okay? So I'm going to do this side of the face in the dark blue, this side. Be super careful with your orange. Don't smudge your colours. Nice smooth painting, nice and slowly. When you've got a point on your brush, let the point of the brush go round your shapes. Okay, it shouldn't be hard on your fingers or on your hand shouldn't have to do too much of the work. Let the point of the brush get in those little cracks. Just guide the brush round. Now, in a minute, we're going to, this side of this face, I want to be much darker. So I'm going to add purple to my blue to get a much darker tone. And I'm not sure whether it's going to show up on camera for you, but that is what I'm going to do, okay? So I've used the blue out of the bottle, and now here, underneath this eye area here, I want it to be darker. So I'm mixing in this corner here, there's the blue, and I'm going to add purple to it. And it will be darker than the purple. It's just a shade darker. It's much bluier. And I want to then paint that in there. Don't worry about the eye. We're going to go back with black in a minute. So I'm painting that side of that face in this darker purple. It's a bit fiddly, isn't it? Can't talk when I'm doing fiddly stuff, sorry. Okay, then that colour there, that's the colour I'm going to use on my bottom lip. Like that. That colour there is the one I'm going to paint in this last patch in the neck. And then I'm going to carefully try and just lay a little bit underneath the neck there, just for shadow. And this is very much dropping it down rather than smudging it. Don't smudge it, just drop it down. Hey, he's looking pretty cool, isn't he? What do you reckon? What do you think, guys? Do you like it? Give me a 1 if you love it. Give me a 2 if you're just plain jealous. Give me a 3 if you're a bit, yeah, it's okay, Karen, but it's not brilliant. You're all working too hard. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 spots left. So I'm going to make up a little aqua colour. So I've got this little pile of pale blue here. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of green. Sorry, I said green, a yellow. And I'm making a greeny blue, which is kind of aqua colour. Nikki's jealous, bless you. You're so cute. All of you are so cute. Wouldn't it be fantastic if I was to make $1 million like overnight, internet sensation, make $1 million, or, you know, $5 million. Let's go right out there, $10 million. And I said, right, everybody, COVID's over. Anybody that has done a painting with me, let's all meet in Hawaii. Who wants to do that? Who wants to come and meet me in Hawaii? I'll pay for you to have a holiday and we'll meet in Hawaii and we'll just paint, have margaritas, watch the sunset. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Yes! Oh my God, it'd be so nice to be so wealthy that I could give back to you lot and say thank you for supporting me in this crazy, crazy time, supporting my crazy, crazy initiative by allowing me to teach you each week when you probably could be doing, I don't know, watching something much more interesting on TV. You're listening to the dulcet tones of Karen Bessel drone on and on and on. Yeah, baby. Yeah, exactly. We'll do that. I tell you what, we'll do that. We'll keep that in my mind. Help me to get famous and I will not forget you. How does that sound? Right. Look, you can see straight away that some of my red has gone a bit see-through. So I'm just going over those little lines there with that little bit more red. It's dried quite quickly, mine. Well, all this talk, guys, and I finished my giraffe. How about you guys? I've finished him. He's done. Boom! I'm just touching up the red a little bit. And we're going to go on and do his eye. And then, oh, I need to do the, we love the best tones. Oh, you are lovely. I need to do the hair. So I'm just going to flick out his mane by literally putting the brush where the colour of that square is, put the brush in and then just lift it up and pull it out. So I'm going to do purple, lift out and pull it out. That's it. Don't be too precious about it. It is a natural material, so it doesn't want to be, you don't want to be trying to make it all exact and perfect, yeah? Just let it flick out. You want it to be nice and loose, really. I'm going to just put a couple of tufts off the top of his, like, horny things. Like that. Okay, so let me get some black, which is straight in the middle. Now with the eyes and with the nostrils, because we've done the purple, which is fantastic, you want to paint the outside. So I'm going to paint the outside bit of the eye, so the curvature. Then you follow the eyelid line and paint in towards, but don't paint the whole thing. And then what happens is that lovely bit of purple helps to make it look like, you know, it's a highlight without it having to be a white highlight. It's enough just to give enough dimension to the eye. And that's why we always paint, whenever I'm doing sip and paint animals, that is what I always do. I always paint, I think I've just used black instead of, I think I've used brown instead of black, but it doesn't matter. You can use black. It don't matter. Okay, so I've got brown eyes, but anyway. So follow the eyelid underneath the eyelid. Do the roundest bit first, and then the underline. Under the line, over the line, in together, and then just leave the center is purple. And that helps to make it round. You can put a few lashes if you like, because I think giraffes have quite long lashes. I'm not liking that brown. I'm going to have to put some black on it. It's just, I can see it. It's just not dark enough. That's better. So I'm going to leave my brown on there, but you just need that black just to get that depth, don't you? Without it, it's just not enough. Okay, I'm now going to do the same with the nostrils. So we're going to get that real black bit inside the nostril and pull down. Real black bit inside the nostril and pull down. And I'm just painting the long straight side. And then I'm going to put a tiny bit of black where the mouth is, just underneath the mouth shadow. And then a tiny bit of black underneath the very darkest bit of the ears. So we've already did that 2 layer of purple, and then just where the fluffy hair, the red hair pops over the top, or the orange, we're just going to put a tiny bit of black just underneath that, and that will give it just a bit more depth. Sue says she can't wait to have a go. I'm sharing my efforts with Roach Rockers Group. Yay! Hoping some of our members will have a go too. Sue, you are so welcome. You could always put me in the calendar for next year if you like. I'd be happy to do an art class for you at one of your meetings. If it's like 7 o'clock at night, it will be in the morning for me. And I'd be more than happy to do an art class for you or have a bit of a chat. Nikki says you're way behind. Oh my goodness, don't worry, Nikki. At the end of the day, it's just colour by numbers, so you can't really go too wrong. Now, the way you do your background is entirely up to you. Obviously, the way we did our elephant, I'm just going to put a little highlight in the eye there. The way we did our elephant was to literally paint the whole background in black, and that is what I'm thinking I am going to do here as well. Okay, so I'm just going to put a couple of, I quite like in this, I'm just adding in a couple of white highlights just to break up the colour on the, so I've done a couple of white highlights there in the eye. I've done a couple of white highlights there in the nose, and then I'm just going down the bridge of the nose. A little bit round the eye socket there, just where the things that would stand out would be. I quite like just that tiny little bit of white, just adding a really lightness to it. I'm going to do the same up here. This is me just making it up. This is what happens. I overfuss things probably. It's like when you're at a buffet and someone says, "Step away from the buffet." That's me and my art. Step away. Stop titivating. Yeah, that's it. That's all I need to do. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, so the rest of it's super easy because I'm just going to paint it black. But I've got so much paint here, I'm actually going to mix my own gross colour and add. So can you see what I'm doing to make black? Black essentially is every colour mixed. There is no such colour as black. So when you're painting, look, you can just mix all the colours together. Instead of throwing this paint down the drain, don't do that. That's so sad. Just mix all your colours together and you'll end up, you won't end up with jet black, but you'll end up with quite something similar. And then you can add a bit of jet black to it, and that will be enough. You can see, look, can you see that? Where's my camera? Can you see that? Look, that's just all the colours mixed together. And, you know, it's so much better than wasting the paint. If you're not gonna use the paint, then you're better off doing exactly this. So when I used to teach in schools, if I had loads of paint left over from a class, I would do exactly this, and I would put this into a decanted pot or a pot with a lid, and I would use that as base colour painting. You know, if you then had to do backgrounds or anything like that, I would use that as a base colour. Why not? You know, it's just, you don't need to throw everything away. So now I add a bit of black with it, and that's going to be dark enough. So add that on. It's not going to be jet black. It's not going to be as black as that. But do you know what? You don't have to put very much paint on afterwards to get it jet black. And so that's the most, you know, you're saving the environment because it's not going down the waterways. B, you're saving money because you're not just throwing the paint away. I mean, if you're going to do other paintings, then that's fine. But if you did this as a base coat, let it dry, and then added just a tiny bit of black over the top, you'd be surprised how little you need to get that colour. Yeah? So I'm using up all of those paints, and then I will put black over the top. But you can see it's pretty dark now anyway, isn't it? You could decide to, like I said with the kids earlier, you might decide that you want to paint an African savanna, or you might want to do a sunset or something. You can do whatever background you want to, guys. You do not have to paint it black if you don't want to. I'm only doing that because that's what we did for our elephant, yeah? So that the two paintings can sit together. Just going carefully around the eye. I probably need to get a small brush if I'm honest. Not enough room. So when you're trying to paint really straight lines, if you flatten out your brush, if I show you, look, for this bit round here, So if you flatten out your brush, the flatness of the brush will give you a really sharp edge. So you don't have to do very much to get an easy sharp edge. You just need to let the tool of the brush do the job for you. Okay, going to spin it round. Could you upload the Giraffe template? Well, Conal, there isn't a template. I just drew that freehand. So I don't really use templates at all. And I find it a bit strange when sip and paint companies do use templates. It's just lazy and it's not necessary. And it doesn't take, art isn't as hard as you think it is. If you just take it slowly and you go in shapes, you don't need to use templates. I mean, yeah, I could create templates, but you know, the challenge is having a go, isn't it? You know, and not being too precious about what the final image is going to look like, but just kind of working the process, creatively working the process as you go. You saw me at the very beginning when I started drawing this. I rubbed out the lines 2 or 3 times, didn't I? And that is me in my actual working out process. That is how it would be for me if I was painting for myself. You know, I just work it out as I go. So yeah, I don't really have templates, I'm afraid. For the kids to trace, yeah, again, so this painting here, Komal, this one, the kids did with me earlier, and I taught them, and there was 2 5-year-olds on the art class with me, and I didn't give them a template. I literally taught them shape by shape. So I would prefer, and that's the way I teach. So, you know, I teach normally in my studio, I teach children from prep up to, I don't know, grade 7 or 8 in high school, in after school club, and I never use anything traceable at all. Everything is learnt. They follow me and we talk about shapes and adjacent shapes and positive and negative space. And yeah, they just learn by understanding how to create it themselves. And that is the best form of teaching that I can give them, honestly. If they can start, because once you've worked out that it's only a few things like an oval and a round and a circle makes this, this and this, once you've worked that out yourself, you can paint anything. You can honestly paint anything. It's not difficult. So the only thing I'm not thrilled about with this is that I've lost the shape of my hair when I've painted the darkness there. I'm going to turn off some of these lights as well, because then they'll stop glaring so much. God, I can't undo this purple. There. So if you have done that, you might want to wait until it's dry. But once... No, I need that light on. It's too dark. But once you have painted it, I'm just going to go over the hair and pull the hair out again. All right? So that's what I'm doing. When I've lost those little edges, the little flicks, I'm just going to overpaint it like that. I'm definitely not going to do the yellow because it will turn into yuck, and I'm not going to do the red. I just wanted to show you with purple because it's a bit more forgiving. So wait for it to dry and then just do those, or if you've got a hairdryer up. And that's it, people. That is, I wonder if I put it up, you can see the colour. You can see it's slightly brown and not black. So I would literally let that dry, and then I would do a tiny layer of black over the top. It's quite difficult because it's nighttime. Obviously, I've got all artificial lights on here, so it's hard to see the exact colours. I appreciate. I've put every light I've got on here. But it is a bit tricky. I mean, it looks much brighter to me than it does to you. But that's it. There is our giraffe. I hope you have enjoyed yourself this evening. I fear that you're probably still working super hard and you're having a really, really good crack at it. So feel free to take a little photograph of this while it's sat there so that you can work out where all the colour placement is. I think, let me see it. Let's move this paint out the way. Let's pop that down there. Let me move all of these out the way. And let's see if we can have a look at the elephant and the giraffe side by side. Like I say, I would do another layer of black over the top of that, but I'm going to do that tomorrow because I just wanted to use up all that paint, which I've done. You'll be pleased to hear I didn't drink both of those Red Bulls, so I'm not absolutely off the pipe yet. Right, I've cleared my desk. It's all on the floor. And if we put our elephant next to our giraffe, I'll put the elephant on that side because the giraffe you're still painting. There, don't they look great? And I know I'm a box in the middle of the trunk, but you get an idea of how cool they look. They look awesome together. I really love them. I'm really chuffed. They look great. Really, really good. So I hope yours look just as good. I hope you have had a fab night. I am now going to go home to bed. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm probably just going to go and sit on the couch with my hubby. And thank you so much for keeping me awake. Thank you so much for enjoying it so much. You really are just the most beautiful bunch of people. And I wouldn't be here if I didn't love it, would I? No. So, yeah, thank you for keeping me going. I do love what I do. I'm very blessed. I have a fabulous time. I am tired, yes, but, you know, tired's just a thing, isn't it? I could have quite easily gone sick today, but I couldn't. I had to show up for you, and that's how important it is. So if you have enjoyed this, please, 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 if you're new, thank you for joining me. I will be back next Saturday at 5 o'clock, remember, because I'm going out with my dear friend Tracy, and we're going and having a wonderful night with my girlfriends that we've missed and haven't done enough of because of COVID. But I will be doing a sip and paint. Well, I won't be sipping. It will be, you know, somewhere. Family paint night at 5 o'clock next Saturday. I'm here every day next week at lunchtime doing Creator Break. So you're welcome to pop on at any time during that. And if you are in the Northern Hemisphere and obviously the time isn't right for you, then you'll find there's a new little art exercise each day, so you can always have a look at those. If you go to You Create Art at Home, you'll find under videos, all my videos are saved. Please, if you are new, please leave me a review. It does make a huge difference to me trying to build this as a business. And like I say, share the love, share it with your friends and family. Please, please, I would love to see the pictures of your artwork. You know how much I love them. It absolutely fills my boat. And not only does it fill my boat, I know you guys all love it. You love seeing each other's. So it's really important that we keep doing that because, you know, it's a great thing, isn't it? We're having a great thing. That's it from me. I can't think of anything else to say. I've spoke too much. I've taken far too much of your time. 2 hours is long enough. I will see you next week. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.